Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, and this is a very, very special episode of Serial at Midnight because in this video, we are unboxing one of the largest DVD box sets to have ever been released. This is a brand new release. Of course, I'm talking about Gunsmoke, the complete series for 20 seasons. Gunsmoke was king of the Western on TV. I'm talking about, it was there the foundation when the serials at the theater came home to TV. And from 1955 to I think 1975, it was appointment television for so many people. This is a huge deal. There was speculation that this was the biggest DVD box set to have ever been released. Not quite. I'm going to share some statistics a little bit further in this video, but guys, I have not opened this yet. This just arrived in the mail. I wrote about this as soon as this was announced. I wrote about this at serialatmidnight.com. What this means for physical media. This is not, if you're not into Gunsmoke, that's fine. This is still an important video. This is still an important release for physical media, for studios believing in the power of physical media. Guys, let's unbox this thing. I have not laid my eyes upon it. I wanted to preserve this experience here on YouTube forever. And this is going to be, and as I wanted to share it with you guys too. This is going to be, oh, it's so beautiful. So right off the bat, let's see if I can hold this up for you guys. So here's our package that says it's all 20 seasons. Wow. How many episodes does it say? 635 episodes. Original cast, sponsor spots, audio commentaries, featurettes. Okay, let's just get this out of here. Whew. Lord have mercy. Okay, so here is the front of the... Just as a... I legitimately have goosebumps, you guys. I'm not even joking. I'm not faking for the camera. You guys know I don't do that. I'm not a character. I'm legitimately overwhelmed by the majesty of this. This is a beautiful thing. So here is this side of the package. I'm gonna call this the back, possibly. And there's a side. There's the other side, and of course, these are the episodes of Gunsmoke themselves. I'm a little bit worried about floater discs, you guys, because I don't hear anything rattling around. Do you guys notice? Got Burt right here. Got some Burt Reynolds action because Burt was on Gunsmoke. Actually, I hear one disc. So it should be fine. It should be fine. So yeah, I'm going to have to check each one of these discs. I won't do them on camera here for you guys. I will say this box is incredibly sturdy. Oh, you know what? Each one of these sets is individually wrapped as well. Because these will probably be packaged for... Sorry if I jiggled the camera. These will probably be packaged for individual sale, like at a Walmart or a Target or something like that, for people that don't want to buy the whole shebang. So seasons 1 through 4, we'll go through these one by one really quick. Seasons 1 through 4, this is 24 discs. Let's see how best to do this. Okay, I'll do it like this. Seasons 5 through 7. How many discs? 22 discs. This is the one. Has the floater in it. Seasons 8 and 9. Look, it gets its own brick just for 2 seasons. 20 discs. I gotta. Just hearing that rattling around in there. Maybe I'll cut around this. Maybe I won't. I gotta make sure that I gotta get that disc back on its tray. Well, part of the problem is this case seems to be broken. Okay, here's the floater disc in question, and it is the first disc of the set, disc 1. So it's got some scuffs on here, but you know, I think it's going to be okay. I think it's a light enough scratch. This is always the risk when it comes to these big box sets. There it was. There. I think that's going to be okay because, as you can see, it goes away in a certain light. I think the laser should have no problem reading that. But this is always the risk with these big multi-disc sets, is that you get a floater. What do you do? Because what do you do? All right. Everything else is fine. They're back on target. Okay. This is going to be seasons 10 through 12. 26 disc set. 13 through 15. 21 discs. What's so interesting is this show spanned like the birth of TV as an alternative to the theater, and went all the way up through, the 70s, the mid 70s, one of the golden ages of that. So like multiple eras of television, you know what I mean? That's what an accomplishment. Seasons 16 through 20, 30 discs in this set. In this particular brick. I don't think this has the reunion movies. James Arness came back for some TV movies later on. I do not think those are included here. So if you're interested in those, you still have to track those down on their own. Real quick, just to show the box itself. Here's the bottom. Oh, let's do the statistics. What are we looking at here? So this is 1955 to 1975, 143 DVDs. 440 hours and 32 minutes. This is the work of a lifetime. Am I going to be able to watch this in any sort of a timely fashion? No, but I am going to watch this. I do not buy, someone asked this recently, I do not buy for collecting. I buy for the knowledge, for the art itself. I buy as a media enthusiast, as a pop culture fan. And so what I buy Gunsmoke now. For me, I buy it for my retirement. I think, proper care, these discs will last for decades. I buy this for my potential, my children, if they want to watch this. So what we buy now, this is the time. When else is this going to be around? For 20 years? Is this going to be around for, how long is this box set going to be available? How long is this? Is CBS, right? Paramount in association with CBS DVD. How long are these box sets going to be kept in print before? That's one of the things I want to talk about in this video. I'm also noticing just now that there's a scratch. I don't know if it's not really showing up on the camera. There, you can kind of see there's a scratch going vertically or horizontally across there. But I can't complain. This is protected anyway. I also have to say, very sturdy. It's a thick box. I'm going to load these back in here gingerly because I want to be able to talk about the whole thing. Gunsmoke, important TV series, and what this means for physical media is this is a big deal because this is a studio. This is Paramount. So how do I want to start this conversation? Gunsmoke first started coming out on DVD in 2006. There were two of these sets. These were like the best. These were the 50th anniversary. Yeah, the 50th anniversary collection. And the series is kind of divided into two halves, because there was this, it's kind of like a nice little divide there. Some actors changed, and like, Festus came in, and different characters kind of came and went. There's a pretty cool, clear dividing line. But this, volumes 1 and 2 of this is a 3-disc collection. These came out in 2006. Then the year later, in 2007, Paramount/CBS started to release the seasons. And I think the first season came out on its own, like a complete season 1, because it was a smaller sort of a thing. Season 2 is where these seasons, old school, those of you who watch and collect old school TV know that sometimes you'd have like 39 episodes in a season, 39 hour-long episodes. They'd be huge seasons. So they were breaking them into halves to release them on DVD. There'd be season 2 volume 1, season 2 volume 2. And for a while, we were getting one season each year, 2 volumes each year for like one season. Like if you were lucky, you'd get the 2 volumes in a year. There were some years where there was no volume, so they skipped some years. And then they came back and they kind of, I think they skipped. Do your own research. Never take anything that I say here for granted, because I'm pulling a lot of things from memory. But I believe that's the case. There were some delays. I don't know if there were delays. There were some gaps in the releasing. Guys, the final season of Gunsmoke has been timed, the DVD release of the final season has been timed to coincide with this box set. So what this means for physical media enthusiasts, of course, we don't collect discs, we collect content that happens to be on the discs. The disc is not what I'm after. I'm after the knowledge, the art on the disc, the ownership, that preservation. I just like to make a distinguish. I'm not a collector because I'm OCD. I buy these things because I'm a fan of television history. I'm a fan of Westerns. I'm a fan of Burt Reynolds and James Arness and all the wonderful actors and the writers and the talent But what this means for fans of physical media is that a company has put, this is the ultimate investment, not just from our stance as the consumer, but from the stance of the studio themselves. For Paramount to put all of this in one big box set. One, it says that they believe that there's an audience for something this big, this late in the physical media game. DVD's heyday was a decade ago. Actually, more than a decade ago. DVD really peaked around 2006, 2007. Here we are, 2020. We still have a studio putting this many resources behind a physical media release. Yes, the assets were already created. They're not having to create new assets. These have been they've been doing the work on this box set for 14 years now. But to give it all to us in this one neat package for a very, very low price. Okay, the set, let's talk some numbers here. The set's averaging, I think it has a retail price of like $300 and something, but it's available for as low as $169 is the lowest that I saw it. And so $169 for 143 DVDs. $1, a little bit more, $1 and change per disc for essentially 4 hours of content per disc. That is insane. So if you're one of those people who are like, I'll wait for the Blu-rays, I would not count on there being Blu-rays. I think that, hey, maybe there will be, but this has been the culmination of 14 years of asset building. Do we know if these even exist in HD? And if they do exist in HD, is Paramount going to say, well, we just put 14 years of work into a DVD box set, but we're going to go ahead and release a Blu-ray box set 1 year later? I don't think that they are. I think this is the work. If you're willing to bet on that, that is totally up to you. But for me, I choose one to support this release because this is huge for physical media fans, for TV on DVD fans. This says, by purchasing this box set, it says more than a Twitter message, which is meaningless, more than a letter to a studio. This, you have voted with dollars. This says, yes, there is an audience for classic television on DVD in 2020 and 2021 and 2022. This is a big deal. So we got to vote for this stuff. And just for Paramount to have put that faith in there, I think that's a really wonderful thing. That's I wrote about this for serialatmidnight.com, and that's one of the things that is so important to me is that, wow, look at this huge product, one of the biggest box sets in DVD history, coming out in 2020 on DVD for an amazingly low price, considering what $169 is not nothing by any means, but for what you get, no one can say that this is overpriced. It's actually very underpriced. It's priced to move. So here's some statistics for you guys. This is not the largest DVD box set in history. I have some cheat notes here with the previous four, what I think are the previous four biggest DVD box sets. There's the United Artists 90th Anniversary Prestige Collection, which was 110 discs, 90 movies from United Artists on 110 DVDs. That thing had an $869.98 retail price. This is bigger. This is bigger than that. The next runner-up after that, the number 3, was Dark Shadows, the complete series of Dark Shadows on DVD, which was 131 discs. Well, we got 143, so this is bigger than that. What beats it is Prisoner Cell Block H, which is 174 discs and had a retail price of $1,500. So you see, when we compare 174 DVDs for $1,500, $169 for 143 DVDs and a 20-year show, not so bad. And then the Ultimate, as far as I know, this is the biggest box set in history. The Ultimate Star Trek Collection, coming in at 212 DVDs and a retail price of $2,500. This was every Star Trek series in history. Actually, it's not entirely true. It's most Star Trek TV series from the run of the show on DVD, but it did not have the animated series. It was also the movies as well. So you're about the original series, The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, all that stuff. But it didn't have the animated series from what I understand. So $2,500 for 212 DVDs. So we can't say that this is the biggest DVD box set of all time. But by my research, it's the 3rd largest box set in the history of the format. So I am in love with this thing. This is This is gorgeous. This is the sort of thing, you guys have like parents or grandparents who used to collect Louis L'Amour books, and there would be these hardcover editions. They would be like gloriously library editions that you would put on your shelf. I think there was a subscription model, and you'd get one every 6 weeks or something like that. Sometimes you can still find old timers that have, no insult meant by old timers, but this was something that happened in the 60s and the 70s. So we're talking about 40 years in the rearview mirror. Sometimes you'll still find these people that have these Louis L'Amour Westerns on their shelves, and you look at it and you just, as you see the stuff over my shelf, this is one of the things that physical media means. It's a testament to work that has been done, to knowledge that has been sought and experienced. It's not dead media. Sometimes people look at all that clutter over your shoulder, but this is work. This is experience. This is art. This is something that we've loved and something we've experienced. And like those Louis L'Amour books that say to whoever looks at those, this person loves Westerns. This person cherishes these and these keepsake editions. This is maybe the modern interpretation of those Louis L'Amour books. A beautiful package presentation for anyone who comes into your humble abode to see how much you care about this stuff and what it actually means to you. So the stuff that we love has so much to say about us as well. We talk about it, but it says things about us too. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out during this video. I had to share this with you. I'm so excited about it. Clearly, you can tell I'm passionate about it. Are you going to grab this? And if you are interested in Gunsmoke, I really do encourage you to do so. I would not wait listen, I don't think this thing's going to get cheaper than $170. I think that was already an incredible deal. That was half price. And so I think rather than this just dropping in price, we'll see this complete set go away entirely. And then the individual volumes will probably end up in certain stores. And then those are probably, who knows how long they're going to go how long they'll stay in print. You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested in this, send that message as soon as you can. And if you do, tell them that Serial at Midnight sent you. Guys, thanks so much for your time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me talking about Gunsmoke. Guys, wow. I'm intoxicated by this. I don't even know how to end this video. I'm just so intoxicated by the majesty of this set. Did we cover... There's some special features listed on the side. Let me just run through this real quick. Original sponsor spots, James Arness in memoriam, audio commentary on select episodes, authors Becky Burgoyne and Ben Costello talk Gunsmoke, episodic previews, and photo galleries. So the episodes and special features. Guys, thanks again. Take care. And until next time, I will catch you later.